Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? You already know what it is. You tapped in, you tuned in with the boy. Yes, I am back. We not talking Drake when we talking about the boy. We talking about yours truly. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. It has been a while, people. It has been a while. We gotta run these likes up. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, hype me up. Hype me up. Hey, hype me up type time. You already know what it is, man. It's been so long. It's been so long, and I just want to say, for the people that have been reaching out to me, asking me about content, to the people that's been talking through the grapevine, seeing if he's still doing it, if he's not doing it. Well, yes, I am still doing this, and I'm doing it differently. I said differently. I can't even freaking talk. I'm definitely doing this differently. You know what I'm saying? As y'all know, I have been doing this type of content for quite some time. With the video game scene, definitely been tapping in with that lifestyle, but we on the new things, man. We on the new, bigger, and better things. We are now diving into this music life. As you know, I am a recording artist myself. Lil is the name. It ain't hard to spell, and it ain't hard to find. You can all follow me on my channels. If y'all look right up here at this top right corner, y'all definitely will see Lil FM, Lil_FM. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, whatever. It don't matter, man. Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter. I'm YouTube, I'm here with it. You feel me? So definitely appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning in. Like I said, bro, it has definitely been some time, bro. And I can't stress it enough. You know what I'm saying? Just to give y'all a little bit backstory before we go too crazy into it. Had a definitely relocation situation. Not in the same spot I was. Definitely working on some new power moves in the near future. But, you know what I mean? Just to kind of give y'all a little heads up. Stepped away for a little bit. Had some other important things to handle, you know what I'm saying, like that. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, I'm back, bro. And without further ado, we're just going to deep dive right into this situation, right into the segment. As y'all know, segment definitely of the day is Complex. Complex dropped their top 100 rather, hottest rappers right now. If you're not familiar with Complex, Complex has been a staple with the rap industry or the rap community, pretty much music industry in general, but definitely to the rap community, whether it's fashion, whether it's news, whether it's music, they've definitely been a pillar in our community for quite some time. I'm not going to be here too long, just kind of want to give y'all my thoughts on this top 10 list right now. As y'all can see, we're looking at, you know what I mean, the top 10. Number one, of course, you got the boy, Drake himself, Mr. Iceman. Number two, we got Don Toliver. We got J. Cole at number three. We got NBA Youngboy. Yes, NBA Youngboy at number four. We got the boy Hove, Jay-Z at number five. We got Kendrick Lamar, Kung Fu Kenny, Boogeyman, whatever you want to call him, at number six. We got the boy Yeat at seven. We got Pluto at number 8, we got DaBaby at 9, and we have Yeezus, Kanye, Kanye, whatever you want to call Kanye. We got him at number 10, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Make sure, like I said, y'all like, share, subscribe, hype me up, all that good stuff. We just gonna kind of elaborate a little bit, get y'all thoughts on some things, and see kind of how y'all feel about this situation. Right now, of course, if y'all aren't really paying attention to too much of what's going on right now, we definitely have, we definitely got a lot of information going on right now. If y'all haven't peeped, of course, the Drake albums, I should say, are out right now. He's definitely killing the game right now. Whether you like him or not, you can't be biased to what he's actually doing in the moment. So we're just gonna, we're not gonna start from the top. We're gonna go from the bottom. I'm gonna do my top 10 in reverse. Like I said, this is just me. I don't know if y'all agree with the list that they have. I kind of have some comments that I want to a little bit deep diving into, but not really too much, but just, you know what I mean, just want to touch base on. So we're going to start off the rip with Kanye, right? So as y'all know, Kanye has definitely been a pillar and a staple in this rap community for quite some time. Obviously, you can just talk about the recent success that Kanye has just had recently. Bully debuted at number 2. He sold 100, if I'm not mistaken, 152,000 units the first week. Very good. Not most artists, especially nowadays, can even barely scratch the surface with 100K a week. I mean, yeah, 100K on the first week. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Supposedly from Gamma itself, they projected and they said that the numbers really came in at 200K. So obviously that's about another almost 48,000, and that's a lot when you're talking in numbers, because that definitely can put you in a different room for sure. And me personally, I feel like Kanye deserves the number 10 spot to a degree, because even though he's not been consistently relevant as in consistency with music lately, he has always been popping up in headlines, whether it's drama, whether it's been recently his life changing. He's getting back onto the he's getting back to his faith. He's getting back to his old self, or his true self rather, and he's basically letting the music just speak for itself. Yes, he still has his outbursts, he still has his comments and things like that nature. I feel like he should kind of dumb down on that a little bit, but I mean, he's a Gemini, he's him. Can't be mad, just be you, man. Be unapologetically you and stand on that. You feel me? So, not definitely going to take nothing away from Kanye. I feel like Kanye definitely has deserved this number 10 spot. Bully, a lot of fans felt like, you know what I'm saying, he came back to the game, and he definitely has some substance there. It wasn't like your typical last few releases with Kanye where he's giving you this new sound and he's just going too far of being different. He definitely on this album sprinkled some old flashes of Kanye. Definitely a little late registration, possibly a little graduation on there, where you kind of felt the old Kanye trying to emerge back into the scene. But definitely it was a good album. I'm not gonna say it was terrible. It to me, it needed some work. But who am I, right? So I definitely would say I would give that a valid stamp at Kanye being number 10. And we're going to jump right into the next guy that we have on this list. Make sure, again, y'all tap in, like, share, subscribe, show the kid love, hype me up. You feel me? And yeah, we're going to jump right into my next contendant, which is no other than the boy, DaBaby. Now, me at number 9, I do kind of have a little bit of mixed feelings about him being at number 9, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But before I get into that, of course, DaBaby, he debuted at number 17. His numbers first week wasn't really too good. I mean, obviously, he's been dealing with being blackballed in the league, as I call it. He's only projected, I believe he did, 24 or 27,000 his first week. That's not really too great, especially if you're being put on a list as a top 10 hottest artist of the current time right now. Definitely he's got some battling to do with these bounce backs, dealing with him being basically canceled and blackballed in the rap industry. It's kind of hard, bro. Once you usually kind of get blackballed in these situations, you never really kind of bounce back. Obviously, he had a good start off to his numbers when he first released the tape this year, but for some weird reason, they dramatically declined. I don't know. I guess people kind of heard it and was like, maybe this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't your typical DaBaby album. He definitely has some more rapping songs on there, so I give him credit for actually trying to merge. I could see him having a legitimately a legitimate career in rapping, because he's not a bum. He's pretty talented at what he does, and he likes to challenge himself. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when people feel like he's this type of rapper, he always loves to rise to the occasion and show you that he's definitely different. But for me, at number 9, I don't think DaBaby, to me, deserves that spot. I would have given that more of like a Baby Keem. Obviously, Baby Keem's been killing it for quite some time lately. He's been he's been doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And I can't go against the fact that Baby Keem is still relevant. He's relevant by far in today's rap game and rap scene. Whether people want to admit that or not, Baby Keem is literally actually one of the few people that is coming out of the new generation now that can actually hold his own. Between him and JID, they are literally the two faces of the future, in my opinion, when it comes to top A-list artists. Of course, it just has to give it time to grow. It's a little bit of seasoning on there that needs to be added to that, but the process and the hard work that they put into the table is undeniable. I mean, Baby Keem's numbers when he dropped Casino was 72 units. I mean, 72 units, I'm sorry. 72,000 units on the first week. He projected to be around that based on his first weeks, and that was his highest debut charting album in his career. Also, he debuted at number 4 on the Billboard Top 200. So, I mean, that's got to say something for a guy that has not dropped music in almost 2 years. So, for him to come bounce back out of nowhere, get that number 4 spot on the debut, that was very valid of him. 72K, he's done a lot better than a few people that are higher than him on this list, which is very interesting. But that's why I said for Baby Keem, to me, not being on the top 10, that's kind of weird and a little bit suspect, but we're not even going to deep dive into it. Me, I would take out the Baby and put Baby Keem at number 9 for me. Next dude we're going to go with is your boy Mixtape Pluto, aka Future. Now, Future, everybody knows who Future is. If you haven't recently known who he is and what he's done lately, he's the guy that's practically been known for picking and playing both sides. If you're not familiar, obviously, with the Drake and Kendrick beef, who isn't? You would know that Future definitely had been in 2 staple moments. One, just recently with the Iceman release of the song he did, coming back with his basically his collab mate, his collab partner Drake. He made his headlines and made his return to the OVO side, and he delivered, I would say, a decent verse. To me, I didn't care for that shit at all, but that's just me. Like I said, Future, when he dropped Mixtape Pluto, he dropped I believe, what was it, 129,000 units the first week, if I'm not mistaken. So that was very valid. Of course, he debuted at number 1. And I mean, honestly, since then, really his time has just been spent looking and being a part of the rekindling friendship of him and Drake, and then of course being that impactful feature on Run to Atlanta for Drake's album Iceman. I really don't have too much to say really on Future. Future is always going to be a hot artist, especially in today's time. He always finds a way to reinvent himself, so he's always continuing to drop music regardless whether it's collabs or solo projects. He has a formula. It always worked for him, and I don't see him falling off anytime soon unless music just doesn't resonate with fans anymore. That's just me and my take. So I definitely do see Future being at number 8, and that's a valid spot for me. I definitely would also put him there at number 8 as well. Next contendant we're going with is number 7. We have Yeat. Now, Yeat, if you're not too familiar with him, if you're an older person, probably like 28 and older, you probably know of Yeat, but you really don't kind of know him too much. He's like your new wave guy. Like, this guy is a new wave of music. He's like how we looked at as a Kanye and a Travis Scott. Today, now, we're looking at the Don Tollivers and the Yeats. You get what I'm saying? Their level of how they make their music is very different. It's more of like your rock star type of vibe, like your Uzis and all of that, Ken Carson, stuff like that. But Yeat he's got like a cult following, man, and I don't care what he does, they back him in any and everything that he does. Now, that whole level of music, that style is very different, but it has its own unique sound to it, and it can't be can't be really copied, honestly. Like it's definitely different. If you're a rock star type of artist or a fan that just likes music on a heavy bang, then yeah, you'll definitely tap into Yeat. Like I said, Yeat did his first week numbers at 57K, which wasn't really too good. Debuted at 5 on the top 200 Billboard, and honestly, really just what just takes him over is his impact, his cult following, like what he does, how he appears on tracks and just outside. He's like one of those rich Latino looking cats that like comes off not with the style of music when he hops on a mic. It's totally different, but it's raw, it's uncut, it's far-fetched, it's unmatched. His vibe and his oral and tracks is definitely different. I personally would not have him at number 7. I will put him lower at like maybe a number 10 and guess kind of move everybody else up like that, meaning Kanye goes to 9 for me, Baby Keem instead of the Baby at 8, so on and so forth with Future following Yeat. But yeah, me personally, I just wouldn't put him even on this list because I'm not a fan, but I get his impact and his influence, so you definitely have to put him at least top 10. To me, he's top 10. Literally at 10. But that's neither here there. I can't fucking talk, bro. Damn. Like, are you good? You good? We're good? Alright, good. Everybody, appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning into the review. We're just gonna, if you missed anything, we're going over the top 10 Complex re-ranked artists that they just kind of refreshed. I know they had one a couple weeks ago, about a month or so ago with The Game. They sat down with The Game, and Game kind of did his little own spin and his taste on the list. I kind of agree with The Game. The Game had a valid point. Complex usually kind of fucks this list up a lot. So just for them kind of getting it together and figuring it out this time is definitely a perk and a plus for Complex. So I give them that. They have maybe about 1 or 2 people that are off on here, but for the most part, it is what it is. But make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, vibe, hype me up. Do what y'all need to do, whatever. But I appreciate y'all tapping in and tuning in. We're going to get right back into it. Now debuting at number 6, which is OK Lamar, K. Kung Fu Kenny, a.k.a. Mr. Boogeyman himself, Kendrick Lamar. Number 6, I don't see him that low, respectfully. Especially if your number 1 guy on this list made an entire album that at least reference him every other track. He can't be number 6. If your number 1 guy on this list is referencing him majority of his album, this nigga gotta be like 3, in my opinion. But that's near here or there. We just gonna get into it straight up. K. Dot, when he dropped his GNX album, of course it debuted at number 1. He sold 319 on the first week's units. Of course, K. Dot, Mr. Boogeyman himself, you just never know what he's gonna drop. He's led by a creative and impactful brain and team that's behind him in PG Lang, also with the extension of TDE and Top Dog. He just gives out classical music, man, that's very impactful to the soul, whether you like him or not. He speaks to the black community, he speaks to the culture, and he speaks to the essence of what rap really is supposed to be. Definitely he has more music on the way. Rumors is that he possibly have a collab tape with Baby Keem along with his personal album. I'm hearing through the grapevines TDE also has a compilation album that's supposedly dropping, as well as practically every artist on TDE that still has not released other than Isaiah Rashad. You got SZA possibly dropping. I know Eastside Johnny with J-Rock supposed to come out. Absol might drop another tape. My nigga Q might drop a tape, so definitely it's looking up for the West Coast for this summer, for real. They might have the summer on Smash, whether we know this shit or not. But Kung Fu Kenny, to me, he definitely should be like number 3 at least, because he's not dropped since GNX in January. So it's been a little bit of time since we haven't heard of him, but we know he's creeping through the essence, bro. He's around. He sees everything. He just don't talk, and that's another reason why I fucks with him heavy, because he a laid back nigga. He ain't gotta be all in the cameras and all that shit like y'all want him to be. He's gonna give y'all what he want, and y'all gonna like it, and he gonna keep doing him. So respectfully, hats off to K. Dot. I got him at least at number 3 currently for right now, but who knows? I mean, they got him at number 6, so we just gonna take it there for what it is. But that's your boy K Dot, and we're going to number 5. Number 5, we got the boy Hov, Jay-Z, Mr. Sell Out the Yankee Stadium and sell out the Roots Picnic literally within fucking seconds. Like, this is a mogul here that we're talking about, people. Jay-Z, whether you like him or not, whether you want to bring up these Diddy files or not, whatever, Epstein file, whatever the case may be, is whatever you want to talk about Jay-Z, you can't deny the fact that his presence is a boss impact type of presence. It's far-fetched and it's unmatched. I mean, it's a reason why he calls himself Hove. I don't agree with that, but it's a reason why he calls himself that. He's a top dog kind of guy. Literally, I mean, over what, 1.6 fans queued for the freaking anniversary concert at the Yankee Stadium, bro. That's fans. So just imagine what it costs per ticket. That impact is still crazy, bro. Of course, Jay-Z hasn't dropped nothing recently. I mean, there's been speculations that Jay-Z's possibly going to drop an album here soon. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But what we do know is that his impact is still there, whether he's dropping an album or sitting on his ass for a couple years while fathering his 3 kids, as well as just doing behind-the-scenes business moves, getting people out of jail, things of that nature. He's always doing boss moves, and that shit is undeniable. Hove is definitely a one-of-a-kind type of artist, businessman, and mogul. Just like a 50 Cent, you can't take away their work ethics, regardless if you don't like them as a person or their character. You gotta respect what they do, bro. It's undeniable, and it goes unfar-fetched, bro, to the fact that these guys can literally come out there and do what they do so great and so impactful. I do give Jay-Z the 5th spot here, because even though he's not consistently in a rotation for the last couple of months, he's definitely been on a lot of people's radars and in the news articles of him actually making an impact in his recent time. So Jay-Z definitely, to me, earns that number 5 spot, hands down, for sure. You feel me? Number 4, we got the boy. Not Jay. We got the boy Young Boy, man. NBA Young Boy. As y'all know, this is like the new age Gen Z's GOAT right now. This is like, if this is like our, or my age. This is like my generation's Tupac, or my generation's Lil Wayne. Like, these niggas look at this guy and they go, man, he's different. Now, everybody knows Young Boy had a crazy ass run a few years back where everything was slaps. Whether you did not like him or not, the numbers spoke for itself. The impact that this nigga got, just in general, is just fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, it's just ridiculous. I mean, Slime Cry, it debuted at number 6. He sold 70,000 units his first week. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit more, but this is the difference, which you gotta understand with artists that have a great impact on singles, on hits, versus their albums. Their albums usually don't do well because they don't know how to really make good bodies of work. They usually just know how to get in the studio, say what's on their mind, say how they feel, deliver with essence, and give you a masterpiece. But when it comes to the actual bodies of work, that's where a lot of these hit-making artists struggle. Obviously, Drake tried to lay down that blueprint for a lot of people, and a lot of people, it just didn't resonate. But with Drake, obviously, he's that guy. He can do some shit like that. But Young Boy, I mean, he's still undeniably the GOAT in the Gen Z's eyes. He did cancel his Rolling Loud, but I think that was due to Ben 10 and his situation. There was a lot going on, and he was kind of overwhelmed and stressed out. He literally just came off a tour literally a few months prior to that, too. So it's like, maybe he needed a rest. Whatever it was, Young Boy is still undeniable. When it comes to the 4th spot, I just don't see him that high. Maybe a little lower, but he's still valid, bro. At the end of the day, Young Boy is still that guy. He's still that nigga, man, and he do what the fuck is done. So at the end of the day, you got to give hats off to my nigga Young Boy, because he's doing this shit all day, every day. Number 3, now, Jermaine Cole, J. Cole himself. Honestly, I would have given him maybe the 4th spot. I would have probably, I don't know. I would have rearranged him a little bit. I think he's a little higher to be at 3, but I get why he's at 3. He recently just dropped an album. It wasn't trash at all. It was fire. He gave you the 2 disc segment where he jotted his different perspectives on his life then and now, and obviously, I mean, it was a solid ass album. Whether you want to hate him or not, like I said, with these other few artists on this list, based on the beef, based on whatever was going on in these last few years, The Fall Off was still a very valid and decent anticipated album. Like it was by far one of his best bodies of work. It wasn't the best body of work in my opinion. Obviously, it debuted at number 1. He sold 200. And that's right, 280 fucking K in the first week units, which is a very, very good opening day for J. Cole. In fact, it was his best opening day, or rather opening week for J. Cole. So kudos to J. Cole. It was a good album, like I said. The only thing to me that fucked his shit up was his press release, man. Them interviews opened up so many doors to get his ass criticized and critiqued, and I think it kind of messed his album rollout, like to the point where he had buzz, niggas was talking about copping the tickets, all this and all that, and then it was just like after that little Brooklyn, the what is it, the 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, after that podcast, bro, you fucked yourself up. See, Cameron, he did him a just service, he did him a just due. I like how he kind of did the whole pulling up thing. Cameron, he does a great job with his antics on how to sell his guests coming on his show and stuff like that. But to me, once J. Cole kind of did that interview with Mello and them, it kind of hurt his credibility a little bit, because a lot of information that he talked about and spoke on and all of that good shit got fact checked quickly, and niggas was already peeping out the bullshit by far. So other than that, he still dropped a good album. Like I said, 280 units the first week was very valid, debuting at number 1. J. Cole, he definitely, to me, I would say, now that I'm looking at it, he definitely does deserve this 3 spot. He's been a hot candidate for quite some time, and literally just the album was definitely fire. So I give him that. Good album, and J. Cole definitely deserves his number 3 spot by far, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I know y'all probably getting sick and tired of me hearing that, but of course, what y'all don't realize is, like my nigga Screwface said, it helps the channel. It helps me produce more content that I can give y'all at a high clip, man. And it just keeps the flow of love and all that shit going on. It lets me know that y'all paying attention to me. It also lets me know who's paying attention to me, so that way I can also show love back to y'all. But anybody and everybody that's tapping in and tuning in, whatever platform y'all are on, just know I greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all show the kid love, and we're going to get right back into this at our top 2, our last final 2 contenders, man. Don Toliver. To me, he's fighting for this number 1. To me, I ain't trying to be on some Drake shit, but to me, respectfully, bro, Don Toliver has shown niggas, other than Gunna, that I can survive in this time period and not have to worry about getting a feature from y'all big niggas, or doing this with the help of y'all big niggas. I got this shit. Don Toliver looked niggas in the mirror and said, brother, I got it. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got it. Don Toliver, of course, man, debuts at number 1, bro. 162,000 units his first week. That is huge for Don Toliver. That's huge. Because he's a guy that's literally, a year ago, not even a top 10 artist. He was a rising up and coming artist, for sure. Definitely has some slaps. He's definitely known for his releases. But this tape right here in Octane, now I ain't fully listened to all of it because I ain't about to sit here and cap to y'all, but bro, I have not heard not one person talk shit bad about this album. I have not heard not one person say that this joint was trash in any way, shape, or form. He's got the kid slapping to this. To me, he might have took Travis Scott's spot. That's no cap, no kizzy, no bull. This nigga Travis was the man when he first came out. Don took that shit over. I would rather listen to Don Toliver before I listen to Travis right now. At this point, I'm listening to Don Toliver. This nigga Don Toliver's motion is crazy, bro. Right now, his motion is crazy. And do you see his joint? This nigga got a crazy joint, a crazy lifestyle, making crazy music. What more do you want to ask for? What more can you ask for, bro? Like, the nigga Don Toliver locked the fuck in, bro. And if I'm not mistaken, he's itching. If not, he just got himself a platinum album. To get a platinum album in today's time when music is so-called trash or it's fucked up because of the beef and all that. Bro. I beg to differ. This nigga Don Toliver is holding his own. He's doing it at a tremendous clip. At a tremendous clip. The fact that you're already about to get a platinum album. A platinum album. And you just dropped your album, what, a month and a half ago, nigga? Nigga, that's valid. That's valid. That is valid. To me, this is why Don Toliver deserves the number one spot to me. Because he is the only one, even though the Iceman album just came out literally a week ago. But Don Toliver, bro, I gotta clap that shit up. Pause. I gotta clap you up, bro, because I'm gonna tell you why. You doing this joint right now in this time and era, only you and Gunna is holding it down for the new niggas right now that is in this hit-making era. Like I said, JID and Baby Keem are the other guys that are handling it on the versatility. I can do the hits, but at the same time I can rap. It's those four niggas, Gunna, Don Toliver, Baby Keem, and JID, that are really going to hold the crown for the new future, in my opinion. They're the gatekeepers. NBA Youngboy's got that too, but he's starting to come off that run because he's been running for a little bit. Like he's been doing that for some time. But Don Toliver, hats off to you, brother. Great ass album. Keep doing your shit. Octane is killing shit right now. If y'all have not tuned into that, please go tune into that album. I'll be banging that on my way to my nephew's baseball game, bro. But in the meantime, we're going to get into the last but not least, the number one icon, as y'all call him, the boy, Drizzy Drake, a.k.a. Mr. Iceman himself. Now, I already know. Reason why I get it. He's the most streamed rapper. Why would you overlook the most streamed rapper? You gotta give credit where it's due, because in fact, he's not just the most streamed rapper. He's not Toronto. That's crazy, right? He's not the most streamed rapper. He's also the most talked about rapper right now. Between him and Kendrick, obviously those are the two biggest names right now in the rap game. Drake comes in with 3 albums. Obviously, they were all debuting at a point in time at number 1, 2, and 3, but then eventually, once the dust settled, Iceman debuted definitely at number 1. He was projected just off of Iceman alone, 480 to 520,000 units for the first week. That is fucking crazy. That motion to still have that after niggas called you cooked, fried, crucified, and denied. You to bounce back and give niggas a 480 to 520,000 split on your first week is very valid. You can't knock it, man. If you hate the nigga, you hate him. Whatever. But the nigga is undeniable when it comes to the shit, bro. At the end of the day, he is who he is, and he's valid at what he does. Drake, you gotta give it to him. And it's crazy because he's smart, and he tried to almost get a billion. He tried to almost get a billion in the first I'm not a billion, a million, I'm sorry. He almost tried to get 1 million in the first week's projected numbers, especially with dropping all those 3 albums. If I'm not mistaken, all 3 albums collectively was projected at 705 to about 785,000 K the first week. Damn. Like that's numbers, bro. That's numbers. Even though there's reports coming out saying something about 120 million of those streams were botted. It's a lot to unpack, so you know what I'm saying. We'll kind of get into that, but if you just want to go off of the basic dry cut numbers, Drake, he's obviously your number one guy. He's the reason why this list is what it is, because a lot of guys that are on this list have gotten similar formulas from Drake. If not, they run their system and their program similar based off of the blueprint that Drake has given. But I heard Dot has a new blueprint. IP the ownership, the blueprint is by me. But that's neither here or there. Drake, he's definitely earned his number one spot, whether you like him or not, whether you have mixed reviews on this Iceman shit. Me personally, I have to say Iceman is his best album out of the three. I've done a review on there. If you did not peep, go into my shorts. I'll give you a little clip of me just briefly discussing it. I do have that video dropping very soon, but UMG is killing niggas with these copyrights. So you might see it, you might not. They just really out here Victor Wembanyama and every fucking thing at this point. They blocking every fucking thing. But Iceman is valid. If you haven't listened to it, go out there, check that shit out. That's all I got for y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning in. This was definitely a decent overall complex top 100 list. I just broke down the top 10. But if you feel as though that there's other people that should have been in these different positions, let me know in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning in with the boy. I'm not Drake, so I need to stop saying that. So appreciate y'all tapping in and tuning in with me. Definitely got some more content, more material coming out. This has been a while since I've been in the scene, but definitely this is not the last time you're going to see me. Yeah, man. Hope y'all tapping in and tuning in. There's definitely more new music coming out, brewing from people. You just got to be waiting and patiently tuning in, bro. A lot of music is coming out in the summer. I don't think that Drake is done also. I feel like with this name change that he's trying to project and give out to the people, he's going to probably switch his name to Aubrey Graham or Aubrey Drake Graham. And then on top of that, he's probably going to drop a whole nother album where he's kind of going to give the niggas what they really wanted. He's going to give people the summer slaps, but he's going to rap again. And I feel like this was a wake-up call to him. I just feel like that therapy session needs to start happening a little bit more frequent if he wants to kind of unpack and get where he wants to be. But appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in with the boy, the kid, the nigga Lil. And I am signing out, man. Peace, love, and elbow grease. You dig? We out.